Hey Power Ranger fans! This is a video on our newest commission, and it is a Retribution of Scyrah army for the game War Machine. So our client wanted the normal scheme but with red, so the white and red instead of the white and turquoise. We're going to talk to the artists and I'll start off. So what I painted was the Colossal, which we'll show you guys a close-up, and I painted the two little Warjacks. I don't think I know their names, but I'll do a couple close-ups of those guys. So what I did was I used my trusty airbrush, and I airbrushed all the white and the gray shadows. So that was it, and then I painted in the red. And for the Colossal, I used this cool new chipping effect that I learned, and it turned out really good. Okay guys, so this is the close-up of the Colossal, but this is what he looks like. I'm going to turn him around for you guys. At first, when this model came out, and I saw him on the Privateer Press website, I didn't really like him, and I thought, oh, he looks too like bulky and I don't really like him, but after painting him, I think he's really cool. Okay, so this is the base, so Sid will talk about it.
Okay, so I got the branches as roots and the leaves at the front here and the back over here. They are from the Forest Terrain set from Games Workshop.
Okay guys, so this is the chip effect. As you can see, it turned out pretty good, and I did most of it on the shoulders because I think he'd be like shoulder bashing all the trees. Turn over to the other shoulder. I'll just do. You can see I did some on his legs, more on his knees. Yeah, so that's what that turned out to be. Okay, so these are the jacks. You guys know how I airbrushed them and did the red, so this is just a little close-up of them. As you can see, the bases also have the roots on and the shale rocks, so that's what you guys, if you guys are wondering, that's what it's made out of. So these are the back. These guys were pretty fun to paint, except for me, white is always a color when they look unfinished. Because they're like, oh, they're still white. Oh wait, they're supposed to be white. So that's what I thought. But they turned out really well. And I did the little side front and back markers, which you can see I did it in red just to match the theme. And those are those. So let's get back to the army. Hey guys, these are the Mage Hunters. So, Sydney, talk about this.
So Tristan did some of the fine detail stuff. Well,
not really.
No, you didn't do anything, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was the...
Tristan did the example model so that I could like do everything after that. And he also like gave all the ideas of what to do. So, and he helped me like fix, because man, these things chip every 2 seconds.
Thanks, Privateer Press.
So one of his ideas was to add a bit more red, which we did with the quivers and the dots. The client wanted to have red capes, and we were thinking, oh, they're kind of like rangers. Maybe we could try and get them to be green. And so we asked him, and he said that he'd prefer them to be brown. So we did them brown, and that turned out really well, and I actually like that. I like it a lot. The hair, we did the hair after the codex, so that all the girls have like cool colors like green, blue, red, and purple. And for the guys, the ones that aren't bald, they have blonde hair.
Okay guys, so this is Tristan, and I did the Warcaster portion of this, and solos as well, including the Ghost Hunter or Ghost Sniper, and I don't know what else is solo. Probably the Engineer guy. Okay, So I did these guys, and I think they're each very unique. I'm going to show each of them by themselves. Okay guys, here is the Ghost Sniper. We put a big bush beside him because he's taking cover. I'm gonna snipe some people. So I gave him green goggles just to make it different, and red cape instead of gray, and he has white armor. Okay, so here's a close-up of the sniper, and this shows everything I like about him. Scope, glasses, cape, white armor, nice camo pouches, and there we go. I think that's the best angle, so we're on to another Warcaster. Okay, next we have this Mech Engineer guy, and here we go, there he is. I think he looks very cool. He reminds me of like a steampunk character with his wrench like that, and just how he has his goggles, and he looks like a backpacker. So all these bases were done by Sid, and I think they look very nice and all match really well together. So I'll give you a spin. That's the back of him. Okay, here is a Warcaster. He is a relatively new one because he wasn't in the book. But so I went off what I saw on the Privateer Press site and put a little spin of my own self on it. So I gave it a nice, really orange flaming sword like that, and I'll give you a quick spin. There he is. I really like the white outline of the straps on his cape. I gave him a blue tube because it doesn't show on the website, but just mixes in really well. And here's a closer picture of him. The sword looks really nicely shaded right there, and I think they made this model's face too small compared to some of the other guys, and he would have looked a lot better if his head was bigger, but that's my only complaint. He has a really nice position, and yeah, very nice model. Okay, so here's another Warcaster, I think. He is very assassin-like, and I gave him blue daggers, and I painted his hair similar to the book, which is gray with white. There you go. I really love this model. I think his white turned out the best out of all these guys. As you can see, the white was really natural in this, and it shaded very easily, but it turned out very good. And I love his cape like that. He's like a low riding a little bit, which is pretty funny because he's an old elf, probably hundreds of years old. So that's a little spin, and there you go. That's the assassin. Okay guys, this is the next Warcaster. He has a really nice cool green weapon, and you might think that all their weapons are a little multicolored, but that's because they're all Warcasters, so when you play them you want to be unique with them. There's the back, looks pretty cool, and that's his weapon at a nice angle. Looks really nice, kind of like jade green colors. Here's a close-up. Hopefully you can see his eye. I was very lucky, and I just did the white base with the pupil, and they all turned out really nice. So see how close this gets. He has a really nice look about him, nice scar above his head, and really nice red lining right there. So last but not least, the heroine of this army. She is probably the leader of the Mage Hunters, and that's why we did her cape brown and didn't stick with the red theme, but the brown just looks really nice and natural. There's the back. You can see how nice the brown fits in. The sword looks amazing. Okay, here is a better look at the Mage Hunter Warcaster. So you can see her gun has a bit of a gold end to it. Her white just looks really nice and pearly white with gray shadow. Her blue hair looks perfect. I love it. She looks like an anime character. So here is a closer look at her head. You can see her goggles. They're just I made them black and white just to stand out. That's the sword. Looks like an aqua sword or something. So here are all the Warcasters together, and that's the end of the video. Okay guys, so we will soon have a website up, and we're gonna change the domain name because we're planning on changing our business name. So that's probably another video. So if you would also like to get your models commission painted, for now you can contact us at www.powerrangerpainting@hotmail.com, and that's Power Ranger as in our YouTube channel name. So if you guys liked the video, please thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll get back to doing more commissions. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching.